Right, we're indoors for this one because these are some slightly more tender palms or stuff that don't really want to be outside just yet. So yeah, yet another plant delivery, or palms in general, this one. So this is, I think it's only fair that I give the seller a mention because this is probably the eBay seller I've bought more palms off than anyone, and I'm always happy, and that they've always been a good selection of palms and stuff that you just wouldn't get anywhere else in the UK. You know, get some good rarity. So he grows everything from seed, and yeah, really no complaints. A good selection, and some, you know, occasionally get some really good rare stuff come up. So yeah, so the seller is No Neck 200 on eBay, and he does other tropical plants as well and bananas and stuff, but does a lot of palms. Anyway, so this is the selection I've brought this time. I will say I ordered 9 palms and received 11, so he's chucked a couple of freebies in for me, so thank you very much, Will. So we've got a selection here. Let's start with the cold hardier stuff first. So we've got a couple of sables, and we've got Sable Mexicana. So I ordered one of these and received 2. So that's a nice sort of bluey green on them. Both looking quite good. That's the other one, Mexicana. So I will say these are, I think these are around sort of £5 each. But obviously when you buy multiples, it does a good discount on the shipping as well. So that's a good little saving there. If you're going to buy one, you might as well buy several and get a reduced rate on the postage. Right, so yeah, the Mexicana is one I haven't got. They're both sort of on their 3rd leaf and looking really good and healthy. So come proper spring, because I know we're thinking of spring already, but it isn't. So when it does come to spring, I will be potting these up into bigger pots for a couple of years before I put them out in the garden, because these, you know, these sables are hardy, but they just need to get a certain size, I'd say, for the UK, because the long winters they can struggle, and they struggle in the summer, to be fair, because we don't really get summer heat like you do in America, where they, you know, they bounce back if they take damage. But yeah, so they can be slow, but I think they're still beautiful palms and worth growing with the hardiness. So we've got a Sable Bermudana. I had bought one of these already last year, but because they're sort of quite hard to get hold of, I'd say I bought myself another one, and yeah, so we got another one of them for free as well. So we got 4 sables for the price of 2, so I'm not complaining at that. So that's really good. I've never been one for, you know, the Trachycarpus, you know, for collecting all different types of Trachycarpus, because to me a lot of them do look similar. But you know, I was putting an order in anyway, so we thought we'd get this one. So this is the Trachycarpus euclahensis, formerly Manipur. So yeah, that has got a bit of a different look to it than the standard Fortunae, and yeah, I've got a bit of a collection of Trachycarpus now, and they are hardy, and they go in the ground. This may not be the hardiest type of Trachycarpus, but I think where I am, it's going to be absolutely fine. Right, so that's sort of the more cold hardy ones. And I think the main reason for this order, I did have a lot of this stuff in my basket on eBay for a while, and I sort of really holding off till sort of spring really. But then, you know, when something comes up a bit rarer or harder to get hold of, I tend to, you know, you can't hang about, because I think these are all sold out now. But we've got a Cyagrus Romans Offiana littoralis, which is the silver queen palm. So this is a bit hardier than the standard queen palm. So sort of an intermediate between the standard and the mountain form. So this is a bit hardier than the normal queen. So I thought, well, we'll give these a go. And these are very small seedlings at the moment, but they were only about £5. But so what I've done is I've actually bought 3 of those, just for the fact is I'm going to do some experimenting, so I might lose some on the way. But yeah, so we've got 3 of these little tiny ones, the silver dates, silver queen palms, which again, we'll let them root out them pots first, get a proper leaf on, and I'll probably pot them up, and in a year or two we'll try 1 or 2 in the garden. Right, what's this one? So again, really just something a bit more different to standard palms you'd maybe grow in the UK. Let's see if that's going to show up. So this is actually the American oil palm, which is not overly used in a situation for sort of ornamental palms, but there's quite a pretty looking palm, and probably not that hardy. So this may well just be one of these potted specimens which sort of comes out for summer and indoors for winter. But yeah, something a bit different, so we'll give that one a go as well. So we've got a big leaf here. This is a slightly bigger one. I think this one was about £10. So it did have 2 leaves at some point, but it's been cut back, so we just got the one big leaf on this. But I did rip the label when I was taking the packaging off. But this is actually a Bertam palm. Can't really tell you much more than that. It's more of a tropical one, so again, this is going to be one just for outdoor in summer and indoor for winter, as it were. But yeah, just a pretty looking palm. And finally, so I've got a couple of Edenidia Morellii. So I've got the standard form and like a golden version. And now we've got a variegated. This is the first sort of variegated palm I've got. And this is a tropical palm, so this is you know, I've never had a problem over winter in these, because I've got a sort of grow tent which I overwinter my tropical palms in, and they do pretty well. So yeah, just something a bit different really. So we've got a variegated Christmas palm, and I don't know how well that's coming out, but it's got some really good nice streaks of variegation in that. So I'll look forward to seeing that get a bit bigger and see how that looks. So again, this is one of these, a lot of palms where they want a lot of everything: heat, humidity, light, you name it, food, fertilizer, they want it. Bit like a coconut palm, but again, if you can provide certain conditions for them, they'll do well. And yeah, so this one's going to have to be a little bit careful with the amount of light, you know, direct sunlight with the lighter streaks of variegation. We don't really want them browning off. But yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. I mean, I've never had a variegated palm, so we've got one now. I'm quite pleased with that. It looks like a decent amount of variegation in that, so we'll give that one a go as well. So yeah, that's the little haul. So I think all in all, I think it's around 70 quid for 9 palms I ordered. I received 11. Yeah, so on average, I think this is the most expensive one, the variegated Christmas palm. I think that's about £15, and I think that's pretty good really for you know, quite a rare variegated, something you won't really get in the UK. You never see it in a garden centre, something like this. This is something you'd have to sort of search out, and I believe there are still a couple actually available on eBay. So yeah, that's my little palm haul. and these are the boxes they came in. Obviously I spared you the unboxing because it can be a bit tedious and a bit awkward to pull things out of boxes with one hand when you're trying to hold the camera in the other as such. So yeah, so let me know if you've bought anything from the seller before. No Neck 200 on eBay UK, or whether you've got any of these palms grown and you've had them for a while, and let me know your experiences. Because to be fair, I mean, I've got queen palms, obviously, I've had for years, and some that are slightly newer, and not really a problem overwintering them. Sables are really straightforward. So yes, yeah, let me know your experiences if you've had any of these palms or anything similar. And let me know if you've bought any new palms lately. Alright, let's leave it there. Thanks for watching.